up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Resistance last late night live stream. It's the last late night live stream for the day. Shout out to everybody who joined me and all the other live streams. So how would you feel if you just got finished helping somebody out? The police intervene and turn you into the goddamn criminal. How would you feel about that? Well, I'm about to show you a video on it. It's crazy. It's off of Facebook. The page name is Cop Block. And look, it says for itself that unfortunately there isn't any more information on this video circulating at this time, so we don't really know what started this encounter. However, the man filming claims to be a neighbor who saw the whole thing. He claims the man was helping a man in need of medical help on his street. When cops got there, they claimed they smelled marijuana coming from the good citizen and then decided to detain him. This is why we never call the cops. And that page is called Cop Block. And that's all on Facebook. Let's get into it.
This shit, man. Step back.
I just asked why y'all detaining him.
He lives here.
He's clearly
This is our neighbor. So what are you doing?
Quit the shit then.
He's under the influence. Calm down. He lives here.
So from the jump, you got 4 cops on one man, pinning him on the back of a vehicle. He has concerned neighbors who are questioning the police, wanting to know what the fuck is going on. He just got finished helping somebody. Why are you fucking with him?
Bullshit,
He is not under the influence. What are you talking about? He lives here.
Actually, he was helping the person that was under the influence. So why are you detaining him?
He is not.
That's the only thing y'all not telling us. Why y'all detaining him for?
We're in the middle of something.
Right, but you're giving us a full conversation.
You're not helping the person who needs the help. The man is unconscious on the floor over here. Why aren't you helping?
Why y'all detaining him?
What are you doing? That makes no sense.
Like you have no right. You have no right for this. Is he under arrest?
This man is unconscious.
Is he under arrest?
The man.
Shout out to Jeremy Brulard. He says these police be on funny shit, bro. I think they should all be drug tested and breathalyzed before and after every shift. I agree. I definitely agree. That wouldn't. Hey, they'll be bitching about the money. Oh, it costs too fucking much. Yeah. They be talking about how much it costs to test the police officer before and after every shift. They'd be bitching about that. And it wouldn't go along with their narrative. Okay? Police union won't go for it. The goddamn judges, they'd be bitching about it because it goes against their protection with the goddamn police officers. That'd be some shit. But it's a good idea, though. It's a damn sure good idea.
He's unconscious on the floor.
Is he under arrest?
The person we called for you to help.
For what? What is he under arrest for?
That's the first time that you're going to hear if this man is under arrest. The concerned neighbors asked multiple times, is he under arrest? And that's the first time that they said yeah, but you'll never hear what he's under arrest for. All the dilly-dallying, and they'll never come up with what they arrested him for.
What is he under arrest for, officer?
Why aren't you helping the person?
Right, what is he under arrest
We'll
for?
talk to his father. We don't answer to you.
Well, I'm a citizen. I pay actually.
The man is unconscious.
We pay you, yo.
If I'm the one that called for the person that was unconscious.
Alright, so you can live like that.
Why would you do
And fucking
that?
people like that.
Oh my God. And then you're making such shit.
Just calm down.
They can't come up with a charge. They can't tell nobody what he's under arrest for, but they could put their greasy fucking hands on him and pin him to the back of a motherfucking vehicle. This is what I'm talking about. When you didn't commit any crimes, when you didn't break no laws, and they put their motherfucking hands on you, lawsuit city.
He's not resisting anything.
He's not resisting.
He didn't break any laws, man. He was actually helping the person that was unconscious out here.
Bring another white person so you won't feel safe. Is that what you need?
Right. Can we have your names of your badge numbers, officers? Can we have your names of your badge numbers?
Okay, you guys are getting too close.
We are? We're going to back up. Can I have your name and your badge, officer? Can I have your badge number?
That's here.
Can I have your badge number?
Look at this silly dilly right here. Officer Silly Dilly from Chantilly. She pointing at her breastplate. Asking for a name and badge. She gonna point at her breastplate multiple times.
Badge numbers, officers? Can we have your names and your badge numbers?
Okay, you guys are getting too close.
We are? We're going to back up. Can I have your name and your badge, officer?
Officer Silly Dilly from Chantilly. Now you know, she's the last one that can do any type of physical force on anybody other than pulling a gun. They gonna have her back before any of those other officers. So you better treat her with respect. I'm telling you that right now. You better treat a 4'3" ass with respect, or you will be dead right on that goddamn concrete.
Can I have your badge number?
That's here.
Can I have your badge number?
You feel safe now that you see more white people? Do I look white to you, man?
Can I have a badge number?
Do I look white to you? Are you scared?
I'm trying to tell y'all detaining the wrong person. Clearly y'all detaining the wrong person.
White people because you're not helping the person that needs help.
Relax.
Come on, Dave, show your white face. We need some white privilege. Because in front of our own rooms, this is how you're treating our children?
Absolutely.
We need some white privilege.
Y'all detaining them for nothing.
Show your white face.
Y'all detaining them for nothing.
I hope you got a son that happens too. But he might be too late. He might be too dark.
Who's this guy right here? Who's this guy keeps circling around? She just told everybody else they need to back away. This guy right here, he keeps circling back and forth. And he don't look like no cop. Okay? So obviously there's no concern of officer safety. This guy done circled around about 3 or 4 times like a referee. But they tell the cameraman he got to ease it on back. That's bullshit. That's how you can tell that the person they got on the car, they ready to hook and crook him.
It was a man that was out here that was unconscious. He helped the man. He helped him.
No, fuck all
That's what he helped. Back up, officer. Can I have your name, officer? He helped the man. Y'all got him detained for absolutely nothing.
Has he been living in this house for 50 years?
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the stream. I see the numbers are rising. This is a cross stream with Facebook and YouTube. Shout out to everybody, all 32 of y'all from Facebook in here, all 12 of y'all from YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all share this. I see the numbers are rising. This is some deep shit right here. Okay? Constitutional violation of this man's rights in broad daylight.
Yeah. Because he's not white.
Never said what he's detained for.
Because he's not light.
Never said what he's detained for. What is he under arrest for?
Bro, get the fuck off me, bro. Get these fucking videos off me, bro. For what?
What is he?
And just think of it. All of this. Look at the excessive force. Look at all the manpower on one human being. All of this because an officer claimed they smelled the aroma of marijuana. I be damned.
What's he under arrest for? Nobody ever answered that.
What am I under arrest for? Tell me, bro.
Can you ask him what is he under arrest for? What law has he broken?
Oh, I did not consent to any cases, bro. What the fuck, bro? Get your fucking caps and get.
Wow. It sound like the young man know a little bit about his rights. He said, "I do not consent to any searches. I do not consent to any searches." I don't know how far back this was, but could have been predated on COVID. I'm not sure. The details were vague. I read them to y'all. The page name is Cop Block on Facebook. Okay? But one of the officers claimed that they smelled the aroma of marijuana on this person. And this escalated into this. Last I heard, for at least the last, 10 years in most cities, marijuana has been decriminalized.
Yo, whatever the fuck you gotta get here.
Get in the house, because you live here. Yeah, that's how they treat you. When you talk and your hair is curly, you don't know what it's like to be
Bro, I'm not
black.
Relax. Fucking yard, bitch. I don't consent to any fucking searches. I'm not in a car.
Can you
I'm
answer
in a
what's he being arrested for?
yard.
I back up. What is he being arrested for? Yes, I called the medical people because there was a man unconscious out here. So I am involved. I'm talking to you right now. You never answered me. What is he being arrested for?
What am I being arrested for? Tell me.
That's what you never answered. How you going in his pocket, officer? He has broken no laws. That is an illegal search.
What am I arrested for? Huh?
You have to answer him.
Bro,
like we know the Constitution. You have to answer him. What is he being arrested for?
You can't search me. What am I arrested
I'm glad you laughing, officer. But you're not answering him. You're not answering me. You're not.
Why they laughing? They violating your goddamn rights. They think it's funny. Cause see, they gonna get you. They gonna get you either way. This is the mind frame of these motherfuckers, the boys in blue. The thin blue line pussies. This is what they think about you. Any way they can get you, they gonna get you. Goddamn greasy son of a bitches. I'm telling you, watch your backs when you're out there. Because they don't give a fuck about you and they thinking about how they gonna get you. Each and every one of you.
I answering his father.
You guys just spoke to his father.
What is he being arrested for?
Bro, what am I arrested for?
What is he being detained for?
No.
Have they read you your Miranda rights?
And we got the cameraman talking about Miranda rights. Let me just straighten that out right now. Please ignore that. No Miranda rights are in line right now to be taken care of with anybody because there's no questioning going on. Basically, what I'm seeing from this perspective right here is excessive force and a possible kidnapping. I see a gang, okay, on the side of the street distributing excessive force and a possible kidnap. All right, and they all wearing the same shit, which is scary. And they have weapons. This is what I'm seeing.
Yo, relax.
What the fuck? My arms hurt, bro. Please stop, bro.
Relax.
No, you get in the house.
Relax.
You black.
Relax.
You should have never fucking called to try to save no goddamn Spanish person. Let that drunk motherfucker die. On his goddamn curb. Get in the house, you black.
Relax.
Never call a fucking
Relax.
pig. Why'd you fucking call a pig? Trying to save some goddamn Spanish person. She the fucking Spanish
We got some sidebar meddling going on. Sounds like a little sheepish talk is being involved. I don't know. But there's some shit going on, and they need to cool it the fuck out because they already got enough shit going on right here in front of their faces. So they just need to chill with that. It's already us against them, okay? Don't create no friction where they can get involved and fuck with one of us.
This shit.
Yo, relax.
Get in the house.
Relax.
You black. Get in the house.
Relax.
Get in the house. What you recording it for?
Yo, because again, they violating his rule. They violating his rights.
Well, let somebody else go record it.
They violating his rights.
Everybody else got fucking recorded.
Dirty ass pig.
That's what you was doing, trying
Cold-blooded
to say.
pieces of shit.
And this is what happened.
Still never answered. What is he being arrested for? What is he being arrested for?
Here we go. Almost every video we look at, we always hear about the so-called perp asking about what is he being arrested for, and they mute. They don't say shit. All they do is apply pressure to your motherfucking points, and they're trying to, get you all gripped up and handcuffed and drag you off to their place. They don't say shit about why they're arresting you. And you know why? Because they don't know what the fuck they're arresting you for. The game is to get you up off the fucking street, process you, and they'll come up with the shit while you sitting in the cell.
I'm not in the car. You talking about you smell weed? The fuck the weed could be.
What is he being arrested for? Like nobody gonna answer that.
Bro, you know you guys are all gonna get fucked, bro. Getting up these handcuffs and there's no slip.
Nobody gonna answer that. How we got 4 officers out here asking a very simple question?
Shouts for Netta Williams, the queen, all the way from Wynn, Arkansas, a loyal, long-time resistor. Having problems subscribing to me on YT. That's because the shadow ban is real. Public service announcement, ladies and gentlemen. The shadow ban is real. Check your subscriptions. As of now, the queen from Wynn, Arkansas can't even subscribe. You know why? Because they don't want you to see this shit. Okay? This is what I run down your throat every fucking day. All right? You want to see shit with cars rolling over little toys and shit repeatedly? You go over there and watch that shit. You want to see cats and shit giving kittens, being born kittens and all that dumbass? You go over there and see that shit. This is what I run down your throat. They don't like it, and this is what they do. The shadow ban is real. Okay? Shouts to everybody in the chat. I appreciate all of y'all. We're going to continue with this video. Quick commercial.
It's a very psychological thing that's happening here.
That's crazy. There's a man out here laying out here. And he helped them. Like what we really doing out here? Who is he hurting? Or y'all supposed to be here to protect and serve and help people? Who y'all helping right now? That's the crazy thing.
I'm asking a question. For what?
Shout out to Henry Hodges.
You fucking faggot, bro. You push my head against this one more time, bro. I'm gonna find you.
Still got him pinned on the car. And obviously, he ain't got no weapons on him. They'd have been talking about that shit. They don't have shit on him. Just fucking with him. We 7.5 minutes in, ladies and gentlemen. And they had him on the back of that fucking car since we started.
There ain't no shame. We just asking a question. Like we all live here.
He keep asking what he did. They're not saying anything to him. They're not saying nothing.
Hey, we just asking a question. Like we all live here. Thank you. And you are cool. Thank you.
They have their thing going on unless you're
We
involved.
just asking the question, sir. We just asking the question, which is our constitutional right, because he's being detained. To ask the question, it does if he's being searched illegally. Absolutely.
The time to ask questions is after the scene is taken care of. Okay?
Is there a
Just like I said, he said the time to ask questions is when after the scene is taken care of. So basically, we're going to do it. We moving in and we moving out. And in between, we're going to do what the fuck we going to do. We're going to violate all constitutional rights up the ass. Don't give a fuck about who we doing it to. And then we moving the fuck out. Then you can ask questions after we come up with the motherfucking charges. This is a police state. You better believe it.
Crime being committed, sir.
Listen, I don't know.
That's why I'm asking. You let me know when you figure out if there's a crime being committed. I can ask you a question.
So some of the
people are not yelling out here. Relax. You gotta relax.
From what I gather. Hey, bro! Okay. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
This is nuts. There is no crime being committed. You gotta relax. You have to relax. Because you won. Relax. That's what I'm saying. We all live here. If there's a crime that's being committed, I'm asking.
I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's like 2 cops on this side. 9 cops. 9 cops worrying about a man with a camera. They done had this man pinned on the back of the car for 9 minutes and 17 seconds and still have not said to him or anybody that's concerned about his welfare why they arresting him. But what they are doing is they're forming a wall, okay? They're trying to keep the scene as low-key as possible, which is contain all these motherfuckers because they still trying to figure out what the fuck's going on because they don't know yet neither. But they gonna come up with some shit.
What's the crime that's being committed? Because there's no crime being committed. It does. I live here. I lived here because there was a man unconscious.
I just got here. I'm backing up. Obviously, I was detained. We are making sure we are making sure that the officers and he is safe. That's it.
Everybody's safe here. What is he being detained for, sir? Exactly. We live here. Because it was a man laying on the floor.
It was a man that
you have to relax.
He's unconscious.
You have to relax.
And no one's helping the unconscious man.
You have to relax.
Why?
Still a little sidebar meddling going on. That shit needs to cool out because they got more bigger fish to fry.
You have to relax.
I just heard you.
Can we talk? Can we ask a question now? Is there a captain? Like, can we ask a question now? We can't ask no more questions. Is it like?
You can ask him all the questions you want to ask after, all right? Hey, sir, can you get out the street first, please?
We live here. Like, that was what we live here. We live here. We're not strange. We're not violating no rules. We live here. That's the crazy part. Nobody's answering nothing. What
part he don't understand is that he actually is. He said we're not violating no rules. But he actually is. He is violating rules. He's violating they bullshit ass rules. They bullshit ass policies. What he's not violating is law.
Just man.
Relax.
Why aren't you in the house?
Is there a captain? Like, can we ask a question now? Live here. We live here. Like, that was what we live here. We live here. We're not strange. We're not violating no rules.
Man, you violating rules. You violating they bullshit rules and policies. But you're not violating law. Shout out to Perfect Sense Resistor. Loyal Resistor. Moderator of the stars as well. Moderator of the stars.
We live here. That's the crazy part. Nobody's answering nothing. What law has been broke? Sergeant, what law has been broke? Why is he detained?
Look like they realized they done started some shit. They realized that they fucked up. And they're dispersing just like a gang. You ever notice how when a gang does they shit on the streets and they just get right the fuck up out of there, it looks just like this.
Can somebody answer why he's being detained? I don't have to shut up, officer. Thank you. My hearing is great. Officer. Can I have your name? Officer? This is crazy. You just told me shut up. It's America. Never got no help. Never got no help. And he helped them. He helped them. I don't know. But he helped them. Laying on the floor. I did call officer. I did call officer. You never spoke to me. You never spoke to me, officer. Never spoke to me. I did call.
Last person they gonna talk to is the person that was on the scene. See, when it's not going in their favor, they don't want to hear shit from a witness on the street. He gonna be the last motherfucker that they talk. You see how they talking amongst each other? They getting their game plan together. They figuring out how to charge the motherfucker up. They gonna figure out, what station they gonna take him to, who's gonna be the arresting officer, all that shit. But they ain't trying to get no facts. Nah, they gonna make they facts. It's called their own narrative.
For what? What is he being detained for? What is he being detained for? There was no crime here. Sergeant, can I talk to the sergeant? Nobody, right? Nothing. It's like we live here. Nobody's talking to us. You arrested our neighbor for absolutely nothing. For nothing. I did call. No one spoke to me. It's still a crime. I feel you. It's still a crime going on. I feel you. I'm waiting, officer. I'm waiting. It's still a crime here. It's still a crime. You absolutely.
They done had a mouthful with each other for how many minutes? 13 minutes and 19 seconds. They done had a whole bunch of shit to say, but they haven't said why they arrested the man. You mean to tell me they couldn't get that out within 13 minutes and 19 seconds? This is bullshit. Okay? This is transgression on the American people. This shit gotta stop. It's many colors against the blue. That means it's all of y'all. You better get with the program.
You're right, but you're not talking to the citizens. You're absolutely right, officer. I'll wait here patiently. Thank you. Thank you. I'll wait here patiently, officer. I'll wait here patiently. I just want to know what he's being arrested for. That's what I'm asking. What is he being arrested for? What is he being arrested for? That's crazy.
Don't be black and help nobody.
Shoutouts, Wake Up America and Resist. Appreciate you.
Relax.
What do you want to tell me?
I just want to know, what is he being detained for?
Oh, what is it that you want to tell me?
I just want to know, what is he being detained for?
Look at this geek. Look at this stiff. This geek neck motherfucker. Let's see if we get a straight answer out of him.
My neighbor. I'm a neighbor. I live right here, sir. Okay. I called because there was a man inebriated.
That's the person,
right? The person that you just detained, he helped that man. Okay. He helped that man. The man was laying on the floor.
Relax. I'm right.
I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. There's no aggression. Hold on a second. It's no aggression, officer. It's very frustrating. It's very frustrating to call for help.
I can't talk to you unless it's a normal conversation.
Absolutely. Honestly, I'm so shook up because look how much police is here. And I called and no one.
We're moving them out of here.
Thank you. Thank you. We're having a conversation. I'm asking you, why is my neighbor detained? Why was his face on a card? And he committed no crime, sir. And he helped the person.
If I could just add something here. First of all,
let's understand a couple things, all right? Number one.
Then you got Doofy McDoofus that just intervened. He's got all the answers. Doofy McDoofus right here. Officer Doofy McDoofus.
Why is my neighbor detained? Why was his face on a card? And he committed no crime, sir. And he helped the person. See, if I could just add something here. First of all, let's understand a couple things, all right? Number one, nothing's going to get accomplished. Everybody upset. Number two, you don't know the whole story, all right? That's what, and can you tell me the whole story? We're going to try to give you as much as we can, because technically, we're not obligated to tell you everything. Because
we're going to try to give you as much as we can. Man, listen, man, unless this is a high-profile case where the CIA or the FBI wanted this motherfucker, police ain't got no problem saying what they like to do. Oh, yeah, he had a gun on him. Oh, yeah, we seen the weed. He had a package of weed on him. You didn't see him throw the crack in the bushes? Yeah. They ain't got no reason. They can't even say what they locked dude up for. It's not that kind of situation. Doofy McDoofus want to make it like that.
And he helped the person. See, if I could just add something here. First of all, let's understand a couple things, all right?
Larry Benavidez.
Going to get accomplished. Everybody upset.
Shoutouts Corpus Christi.
You don't know the whole story, all right? That's what, and can you tell me the whole story? We're going to try to give you as much as we can, because technically, we're not obligated to tell you everything, because we live here. We live here, so if there's a crime that's being committed, you're not letting me talk. You're absolutely right. Not let me talk. You're absolutely right. You have jumped to conclusions and you don't know what happened here. Okay? Please inform me. You honestly didn't. Okay. You know what? We're coming up on a scene. Guy gets violent with one of our officers. He didn't get violent, sir. Okay. All right. You know what?
Checked him right there. See, he been out there. He was the first man on the scene. He checked him right there. He didn't get violent. They got violent with him. Constitutional violation. They fucked him over.
You were there to do the whole thing, right here. I watched the whole thing, okay, sir. All right. I called. So I'm watching the event, sir. So he never got violent, sir. He was talking to your officers. Your officers grabbed him and detained him. I came outside. I asked him. And that's what I'm asking. What's the reason he was detained?
It's their turn to
yes, sir.
The little that I know right now, and I'm going to figure out the rest of the station, okay, is that they came up here for the fire rescue call. And this guy happened to be in the area. And then the officer smelled an odor of marijuana coming from him. She addressed him with respect to that, and then he didn't want to allow her to search him.
This is his right.
No, he's under arrest at that point.
Did she read him his rights?
He doesn't need to. Okay?
She don't have to read him his rights?
He doesn't.
She does not have to read him his rights. Gotcha. Okay.
And she tried to conduct a search, I guess, and I don't know the next part of it as far as what happened. And that's what I need to figure out at the station to see what charges that he's facing. Okay? And that's all I know.
So your officers did not. Did
you feel the flow of the language? Did you feel the flow of the language? He's already facing charges, according to the sergeant right here. He said he got to go down there to the station to see what charges he's facing. There's going to be no discrepancy of the officers being wrong. Oh, it's definite that he fucked up and he will be facing charges. And how severe the charges are is what he's going to convey back to the cameraman. But it's no weeding out the bad officers and saying, hey, our officers fucked up. No charges. We're letting him go. Oh, there's none of that. It will not jump to that conclusion. Not here in America. Not in your goddamn backyard.
Tell you what he was charged with?
Right now, it's for the drugs.
Sir, you need to understand something. Let's understand, and maybe I'll educate all of you here a little bit. First of all, when you talk about reading their rights, we read people their rights when we're going to question them. All right? Question them. Number two, the situation. Okay, I think we're right done here. All right, we're done. I didn't interrupt you, sir. No. I'm trying to be educated.
I told you what I know. Okay, that's what I know right now, and I'm going to figure out the rest at the station, which is why I cleared everybody out of here. Okay. I'll figure out what the charges are. He's an adult.
He'll figure out what the charges are. Not what the law says the charges. He'll figure it out. This ain't going to the law books and looking at the classifications and shit, or what criteria he's in when it comes to this petty ass drugs that he found, the marijuana. Okay? And not let alone, let's not even talk about how they just, smelt the marijuana and just went all through his person the way they did. Everybody has human rights. You just go run up in the motherfucker's pockets and shake him on the fuck down. But besides all that, he's going to figure out what the charges are, which means he's going to sit amongst his co-workers and they're going to drum up some shit and figure out what's going to be the best one that's going to stick. You better believe it.
I don't.
But that's the whole purpose of calling.
I understand.
Because he helped that person, sir.
Listen.
But you never got to that.
The police get called to scenes all of the time.
You didn't call the police. It was, I know, because again, I called.
Because you don't want to listen.
You're gonna leave because you don't want to talk to me, sir. I'm talking to you with respect.
It's over.
I'm talking to you with respect. And it's very frustrating that we pay for the police. And if you walking away,
But he said it happens all the time.
This shit is disgusting, man. Just like she said. This shit is over, man. I'm shutting the camera down. This shit's crazy. This is what they do. In your backyard, on your front porch, down the street, at the corner store. Ain't too many mama and papa stores no more, but the ones that are around, it happens there, still happens there. The constitutional violations, the excessive force, the police brutality, the corruption, the tyranny, all through your motherfucking neighborhood. It's the resistance, man. This was the last stream of the night. I appreciate y'all. Shouts to everybody in chat. Like, share, subscribe. Shadow Ban is real here on YouTube. The subscriptions are dwindling by the numbers. They playing so many games. The more I pump out, the more they want to snatch y'all away from. It don't matter to me. I've already accepted my calling. I know what I'm here to do. You're going to get it regardless. As long as one ear hears it and passes it to the other, I'm good. I'm not in no race. I'm not trying to keep up with the next man. I don't give a fuck about the Joneses. I'm just here to show you everything that I can see, the tyranny and corruption that goes down here in America, how they try to dress the bullshit up as life goes on. Bullshit. We tired of this bullshit. I want to show it to y'all. Y'all share it around the goddamn country. Let it spread around the world. One day there will be change. One day there will be change. It's the resistance. Shout outs to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Wake up, America. Resist. Perfect sense resistor. Resistant level is futile. Artist Ravel Elion, Jeremy Brulard, Stephen Mazur, Breaking the Flow, appreciate y'all. Jeremy Brulard, Harold Shields for sure. MD, Renetta Williams, the Queen, all the way from Wynn, Arkansas. All the way from Wynn, Arkansas. Go Fives. Dale Franks, Ace again. Appreciate y'all. Henry Hodges from Facebook. Stephen Mazur, Oregon Road. Y'all be safe out there. Catch y'all on the next one. Shout out Jonathan Burks. Larry Benavidez. Shout out Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi, Texas. I.E. Dixon. My man I.E. Dixon. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Don't forget to record the police and send it to me. I'll broadcast it off this platform. Peace. Hit the lights. Everybody about to get killed out here. Like it for everybody.
Very psychological thing that's happening here.